Maya Govannen, and welcome to the Woodland Realm campaign. And this is a subtle reminder for myself to remember to remove the background music from the this video. Anyway, we march on. We've just surrendered the One Ring, and we are kind of in the twilight of this campaign. And I'm kind of wondering at like what would be a good kind of what would be a manufactured victory condition for us. And I've been thinking perhaps it would be to take Gundabad over here, and perhaps also then to take Isengard down here. But what do you think? Anyway, but we're going to march forth with Thranduil at the helm, and we're going to leave Dane's Halls because, to be honest, I don't think we particularly need the money. Like, look at that income. And as I say, I'm going to march straight for Gundabad, almost. I mean, there's still Scather's Gap here, and Yulstone, and then Gundabad itself. And I think for the dwarves to have Dane's Halls, they've already got it under siege anyway. I'm not really that bothered about it. But we've got so much money and so many troops coming. We've got some elites coming from over here, and we're just waiting to get these guys retrained with some armor. We've got an armorer coming in 2 turns, but I think I'm also going to just recruit all that we really can. We've got so much money, although, having said that, it's always nice to have some more. So let's get a fairground here. I reckon that'll give quite a lot. 150-ish, 250-ish gold. So that's quite good. So we'll take that. And then Thranduil over here, it's folly to have him wasting away over here. So how would you fare if we just left you with them? Excellent. So those 68 woodland spearmen, they're the first ones to kind of become free here once we get to 33% elven culture. And we're going to have him march back and rejuvenate this force over here, because it's quite battered and bruised, and we're going to put him to work against Isengard, because he is a formidable general and also one of our few anti-armor pieces on the board. I'm just lacking words right now. Well, actually, let's get some. Oh, we've kind of expended all of our money. Are these all retrained? They are. And how about over here? We've got a lot of forces training here as well. I'll tell you what, let's just put them in. Because, or can we put them over here? Then it would save us the time of actually then getting them retrained. We can't afford them there. Well, that's a bit of a pity. But, oh well, 767 gold coins. Yes, this army here, it's not going to attack us. We don't border their region, so we could almost send a diplomat to them to get a ceasefire. But I was just looking at the name of this Dunlending diplomat. Can't. Interesting. And this diplomat is just the worst because he just keeps getting blocked and blocked. Gondor are dead. There's absolutely nothing you can do about that. Once it's happened, it's happened. But hang on, did I already? Yes, I did. Okay, let's have a look what happens.
We come to you, hoping you will see sense.
Ceasefire is very generous indeed. Well, how about give me map information? And you are exceedingly rich. So how about regular tribute of, I don't know, 1,000 for even 3 turns? How's that looking? That's generous. Well, we're going to milk them for all they're worth. So 1,000 for 5 turns. Balanced. Nice. Easy. Oh, I could have got more out of them, surely.
Our discussions come to a close.
Oh, what's happening here? Gundabad come at us with 2 armies. One's very, very beaten up, with nothing really to fear, and the other one doesn't have a general in it, so again, nothing really to fear. They've just got a few archers and just their usual elites, but no, well, post-barracks events units, but nothing too too crazy. And Beorn also comes with his insanely overpowered generals units. They've got a lot of skin changes, so I think this will be quite okay.
Wipe the blight from this land!
We have taken quite the defensive position, as you can see here on the minimap, and our ally is kind of coming on the other side of the town whilst they sally out. And we've taken the liberty of just taking out one of the Gundabad reinforcements, their wargs over here, and down he goes. And I think we're just going to... Do they have any high value targets? I guess only the Black Shield archers, so we're just going to come round here and shoot them whilst they come into position. And our main battle line is all the way over here as I flick over, and we've just got our infantry here and archers behind, and I'm not too bothered about our ally taking a few hits.
Our men have slain the enemy general.
Well, that's the reinforcing army's general, with our horse archers all the way back over there. And although we are now we're gonna get chased by some of their snow orc spears, so I'll make sure to move those guys out of the way immediately. And over here we've got some of the forces coming towards us. Oh, we need to shoot those mountain orc hunters right now. So do so, please. We've made them rout pretty quickly, but sadly our cavalry have been caught by snow orc raiders over here. Not to worry, I'm just going to bring them all the way back over here because I don't really have the time to manage them. And we also got their mountain orc hunters to rout after taking a few friendly fire hits from our own archers, which is quite sad. But they're just bloodthirsty beasts. Now, we could do with all of our cavalry actually coming over here to pick these guys up. The bulk of the Orcish army is somewhere fighting the Anduin on the other side of the settlement, but I'm not really that fussed about getting to get them. They'll come to us eventually, and we can just bide our time picking off whatever forces come this way. And because we're the ones to inherit the city once we win this battle. And they just keep on coming bit by bit each time, and it's very easy just to rout them with our masses of forces here. So this is just looking like it's going to be a very long battle, but hopefully then we can use this same army to take out the next region, which is close by, in Yulstone. Here are some of Anduin's Carrick Guard. Probably their best, apart from their generals. This is their best melee unit. An armor-piercing specialist with a 12 attack, 9 charge, 21 defense. They are very good shock infantry, and they only come from a couple regions that border the Carrick, which is the crossing over the River Anduin that Beorn carved out of a rock.
Good tidings. The enemy
And the Anduin there have taken out the garrison commander, which is fantastic. And what is going on here? Are there woodman trackers? I was wondering, what's that amongst our line of cavalry? But the current standings are that the enemy have lost 82% of their forces. So, of course, once they get to 85, then we kind of won at that point, no matter what. And we've barely had to do anything at all. And also, I don't think the Anduin have lost any of their generals. Oh, no, they did. Well, that's sad, but they haven't lost Beorn. I don't know where he is. Where is he? Beorn is here with the skin changes. He's still got 51 men, which is just how amazingly powerful they are. And they have 27 attack, which is armor piercing, 9 charge bonus, 17 total defense, 2 hit points as well, which is very rare in this game. Only a few men, like infantry, kind of have that. So it's pretty much only, you know, like Oliphants and great beasts and trolls that really have that, and then berserkers and Nazkai. I'm a bit at a loss to see who there's still left to fight. Oh no, there's a few here, and then there's a unit here of Snow Orc spears. But other than that, there's like everyone's already dead.
The field.
And they're immediately routing when we charge into the back of them, although we don't necessarily want to be fighting Black Shield warriors just like that. So let's just try and catch them. They're wavering. I think everyone else has probably run away at this point. Although we're having issues actually chasing units, clearly. Oh, finally, that's where it came to an end. And we can definitely end that battle. Huntmaster Beorn the Fearless killed a lot of orcs. His bodyguard unit is outrageously powerful, and to be honest, it is the Anduin's best unit. And executing them, taking the town like this. Oh no, okay, fantastic. I'm going to execute them all because I don't really want to stay around in this castle for very long. I'd like to move on swiftly. Enemy camp sacked, Ar Adunaim reigns supreme, and resistance is futile. Now let's have a look at what we've acquired here, if I can actually click on the settlement. There we go, 3,550 still left in there. I'm not overly bothered. It is a castle though, but it is a, so this is, what region is this? This is the Upper Vales, I think. Very easy to check. Upper Vales, yep. And it is a grassland region, so we don't get any actual benefits from that. But I think grassland's basically just a normal thing, so it's neither bad nor good. And there is a mining network already here, which is very handy, so it already gives quite a lot of money. And a grog hall is like our public baths, and that retraining cost reduced by 40%. It is quite nice, although not all that handy. And I'll just keep the garrison building there for now, although I probably should really have a look at destroying them because they cost quite a lot of money. And I'm not entirely convinced that we really need the corruption reducing here, although maybe we do. Although the second tier of armory, which that is, that's very rarely worth getting. Just the first tier is best. If you want to, you know, reduce corruption. Erenthallen got a barracks, so we can actually get some of our axemen there. And do we want anything else? Why not put in a practice range barrage? Got a merchant's wharf. It is making, again, it's not making loads of money because it's only got that one trade route. So I think maybe getting a shipwright here would be good. Although before that, I'm going to get a market because that'll give a lot. Erin Amdirion. I don't know. Oh wow, we've got a lot of money, haven't we? Yowza. And what is how is the elven culture? So we should, you know, in 16 turns we can get Hinedaur. That's quite a long time. I guess it only just, I don't know how the culture increasing bonus clearly works. It's not 1% per turn. And this is a bit of a nothing settlement, really. It is a city though, so it's kind of useful, but we've already got 2 tiers of our culture-inducing building, and I don't really want to get another one. Let's just get a practice range. But is that even worth it? How much does it cost? Quite a lot. Get a market, because we probably can use some of that, mainly for the building income, I suppose, because there's quite a lot of corruption. Well, in that case, no, just get that. Well, let's have a look at what the Orcs of Gundabad have got on offer. I'm just going to auto-resolve this. Let's have a look how badly this goes. Oh, okay, we only lost 6 men. Obviously, if I did that, we wouldn't have lost any, because we would have had the archer supremacy. But let's just put a what? Oh, wow, look at that. Do we need anyone? Oh, we do, because there is a force of Gundabad right there. But how about, what do we really not need? Let's do that, and then those 22 can go back in there. and we just march on.
Assail them!
Now, I have no idea what they've got over here. They might have a very large army. But equally, we're not that bothered if we lose this army, because we can actually... We've already got one training over here. We've already got units coming. And so, by the time... And Anduin as well are pushing in here. And they haven't got the high pass under siege, but I'd imagine they probably will soon, because that's kind of the only way they're going to attack now, since they don't board Yawlstown, or Yawlstone, rather. And the dwarves did get beaten in the besiegement of Dane's Halls, and I am somewhat worried by these Snow Orc armies, but judging by the amount of dwarves here, I'd reckon that they're just going to go straight for Dane's Halls if they go for Rakiburg. And if that is the case, then they'll probably move back over there. And seeing as Dale already hold this region, that is the only way they're going to go. So that's... And again, I'm not that fussed if he does get besieged. We can always make it back, I reckon, before... If they besiege us, we'll probably make it back. Because it's 2 turns to get over there. Because they never build siege things in the first turn. Oh, we've got to wait for those to train before we can retrain these guys, and they'll probably take part in the taking of Gundabad. Now we've got a lot of units here. Do we have any... What units did we have on the move? So Thranduil, you're coming over here. We've got some units here. This guy is going to build a watchtower right there on his way through, and then build another one down here, I think.
Elves, we must give up the road.
Aknodiorn has not had anything being built in it for quite a while, presumably. So let's just get a practice range there, so since archers are always needed. And a public... actually, no, let's get a leather tanner. We need to start getting the armourer in there, so then we can actually retrain handily. Now, we could potentially just go on that bridge, because if they want to incite... No, we're not ready. We're not ready for a war just yet. We might not even be ready for war in this episode. We'll have to see. But let's just get a bunch of these. Let's also get a ballista. Yeah, and all of those. I'll get the horse archers. And these guys are coming in for retraining.
Be vigilant.
Maybe we don't need all of these. I don't know. We've got more horse archers coming over there. I think that's it. Let's just make sure we've retrained everything. We've got so much money, though. It's kind of a bit odd that we can't seem to spend it everywhere. I'll tell you what, let's get a builder's guild house in Khazad-dûm West, which we could make into a bit of a military recruitment hub, since then we can actually get units quickly and easily
For the light.
to be trained at Osten-Ithil. Although we've got a lot of forces here that can be taken back for retraining. I'll leave the 50 of them. They're not needing to go anywhere. So you guys come over here, and let's just merge. We're going to merge all of these guys. Again, it's not too bad about losing the armor bonus, because they're going to get the best armor just over here. So they're coming over there, and then let's just make sure that we've got all the retraining done, and let's go. Then Nastrunin assaulted, decline of the Rangers, no. They're getting absolutely smashed as well. And, oh, we've got a couple of coming of ages. There's one in there. Where's the other guy? Kerediron the Handsome. Well, you can... Oh, we're going to have a lot of generals all of a sudden. We've had hardly any for quite some time, and now we've got a lot of them. And Valda Galerion. Interesting. And Thranduil's Hall has got the armourer. Brilliant. And when those finish retraining, they'll have them, so we don't actually have to retrain them, which is very good. But how about a Valiant Council Hall? That way we can actually have another recruitment slot. That would help us out a lot. Dorthalu got a Builder's Guild House, and perhaps we just get some roads, although the roads here aren't that critical, because we're not really going anywhere over there very fast at all. So actually, no, get the art gallery. And then it could potentially be useful. Anon en Rod became a stronghold, and that's what they look like. They look different on the campaign map, but they are just the same as an elven city. But they just have the campaign bonuses of being able to recruit more units from and having the higher tiers earliest available sooner, rather. But can we actually... It's going to be a very long time before we can even recruit anything good. So we just need to up the ante on that. Rakiberg got... Oh, it got its art gallery, and now it's immediately building into a city, which is very cool. And understandably, Gundabad are trying to hastily make it back to their town over here. And in here we have their faction heir, who comes with Black Shield archers. Oh dear, Gundabad. Oh dear. Well, let's go in and kill him, right?
Fight to the end!
We have found ourselves in a bit of a Mexican standoff, and they're just shooting right at us. And we took a lot of losses because we don't have very much armor. And they've got very good missile damage, so unfortunately we took a bit of a battering, but now we are returning in kind, and we've even brought over our horse archers, who will, hopefully, they can shoot over there. So they'll be hastily taken out. There we go. Down goes Hazold. And who got the most kills? Just out of interest. Woodland Scouts with 26. And Woodland Sentinels also. And another family member goes down. We've so far killed one king and one faction heir. So I do wonder where their current faction leader is. And if he feels like making an appearance, let's just massacre them. Again, I'd rather not hang around here for too long. Let's have a look at Gundabad. They've only got 2 in the garrison, and then they've got 4 units outside. So actually, in theory, we could, if they stay like that, we could take Gundabad next turn and pull out their garrison. But dungeon... Oh no, we can keep that. Mining network. They've got a silver mine here, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. So that's making quite tasty money. They've also got a fort here that we could use. Didn't realise we had an iron mine right there. That's new. Well, I knew that we had an iron mine in Bramsberg, but they didn't used to have a mine here before, unless it was part of Dane's Halls. Which I don't know. I think that's new. But anyway, let's just get instantly Artist Studio, low tax rate. And was there anything else in here that we could destroy? No, there isn't. Oh, excellent. Well, we've really... although, I do wonder... How many regions do they have? 1, 2... Then they have 3 over here. And then 4. So... it won't be long until they get the Last Stand script. And I have seen that Last Stand script. And we would not have a hope with this. Because they get snow trolls in that army. And are we allied? Yes, we are. There is the faction leader of the dwarves, actually, King Dane, and he comes with Sons of the Fallen, and he himself actually is a son of the Fallen, and he himself slew Azog at the Battle of Azanulbizar in 2799 at the end of the War of the Dwarves and the Orcs, as a wee young lad. I think he was like 32 or something. I don't know, maybe I'm making that up, but he was very young, and the dwarves only become of age around 30, I think, or maybe it's even later than that. So he was like a teenager going in and killing the enemy warlord. So he was very handy with an axe back in the day, as he still was in the Third Age as well, or in the late Third Age. And let's get some nice sight range over here of the forest, because it's very dark, isn't it? Let's get another one over here, and then maybe put one over there as well. Now, what's the retraining? Oh, we can't retrain. Well, yeah, it's a bit frustrating, actually. I kind of regret having only one region with a proper armourer over here now. But these guys can now at least move over. They're going to need retraining, and to be honest, I'll probably use them in the Isengard War And Isengard are coming over into Limelight Fields, which is very sad for them. Oh, we've got too many people in there. Well, we'll get to who has been retrained. So those guys have been retrained, and I think all of these guys have as well. So they can move out, and that's probably enough space for them now. Yes. And hopefully, in the meantime, the elven culture needs to go up higher, because then we could eventually actually retrain them properly and get full battalions.
By the light of Elbereth.
And after Thranduil's come over here, and Pantheon as well, we can just end turn. Rakiburg with a Bladesmith's Guild. No, I'd rather get the one that gives some actual benefits to the economy. So we made a lot of money again. Most advanced faction. We're making so much money. That's insane. Oh my days. I don't know. It's just suddenly blown up. I guess because we've just taken these two regions here, and then we are actually Captain Captain Tarzan, please go away. Please go away, Captain Tarzan. And okay, so here we can get some units, but can we get an armourer here? I wonder. Where is it? Oh no, you need to be a stronghold to get that. But let's just get an archery range, or shall we just get roads? They don't provide a massive economic bonus, but it will, if we ever need to march through here, it will definitely save us a lot of time. Path Cymru got, let's just whack the next tier blacksmith in there real quick. Tower Filin. What did you get again? Communal farming? Well, how about you just get leatherwork, and then that way we'll eventually get you to be useful. Or, no, let's just get that. Austin Ithil became a... Look at that. That just looks... That's just right. It just feels right now that it's actually elven properly. Let's get an art gallery. Let's get some culture in there. Because we need to see some art. And an art gallery here as well. Art galleries everywhere. It's a cultural renaissance. And all those lovely elites. Oh, wow! Harad have attacked Mordor. Wait, hang on. Let's have a look at that. Why is no one actually allied to... Okay, so Mordor, they're at war with Gondor, obviously, Dol Amroth, Harad, and Khand. And Khand are at war with Harad. And Harad are at war with the RR Deny. They're literally at war with everyone down there in the south. How they can't be doing too well. But they attacked Mordor, so they must have thought that they had a chance. And look at this, Beorn is coming over here as well now. Oh, they've got... Oh, let's just have a look. Let's just have a look. And I wonder if we get any... We can get any mercenaries here. No, we can't. If I were to attack that... Oh, we can't reach it. We could reach that one, and then we could reach that one, but... also, looking at that, there is like a half stack in there, so I'm not going to chance it. There's no need. We can just wait. Although this army, we do actually border Gundabad all along here, so they could definitely attack us anywhere they like. So, do we wait? Oh, but then we'd have the Hin Adaur coming. And we've got some units coming from over here. Let's just immediately push them over that way. And we're not going to get these guys upgraded. We're just going to push them along into Rakiburg if we can. And let's go around training troops where we can. How about... there's no point getting roads here. They lead nowhere. Like, ends there. Like, we'd get a road up to there and there. That's it. So it's not particularly useful. And how much... You've got a long way to grow. Just get communal farming then. Might help us out in the long run. And Rawburg as well. It's really not that fancy of a region, but get a Hall of Music. It's a town hall, so then we'll eventually be able to get some baths there to rid you of the smelly populace. How about here? We've already got public fountains here, but if we get a Hall of Music, then we'll get the baths there as well. And let's just put them in the queue, get them in the queue, get everyone involved, get involved. And keep plodding along, good sir. And you as well. And we've got a ballista. The reason I got a ballista is just so we can potentially get through into some of these lesser towns. And Isengard do get trolls, I'm fairly sure. So it could be useful against that as well, which is why also I've got so much anti-armor. Because they have so much armor, it's astounding. And they themselves are anti-armor. So it is a very good idea to get lots of things that are good against armor. But now let's just retrain what we can and come over here to the real. Oh my word! There's a lot to retrain here. Oh, did we move these? Oh, we didn't.
Yes, my lord.
Come over here, and then I'll just pop the retraining back in, and we will end the turn. Gondor's final hour. How many of these last stands do they get? And I did see that very sadly we did get an extra general there. Oh, Vale of Dorwinion have attacked Dale. We'll side on Dorwinion's side. I feel like that will probably go the best. But Fennes Druinen has been taken by the Orcs of the Misty Mountains, which is a bad thing because they might come for us. And I have no idea what Dunland are doing, but they might come for us as well. So let's... that is really annoying, because now I have to deal with them again. So let's just put those guys in the fort and put them out. So if they do attack us, we'll have the cavalry around to maneuver. But, oh dear. And they've got they've got so many of these stacks. They're not amazing. Like, we will beat these armies in the field, but I don't know if... well, anyway, let's have a look at what happens. But we are going to have to go and take the Angle or Fennes Druinen back, which will perhaps lead us into war with Angmar. I don't know what their diplomatic ties are like, although they are at war with the High Elves, which we are allied to, and they're at war with the Dwarves of Ered Luin, and they are allied to the Dunlendings and the Goblins of Moria, so they're not going to attack one another. So if I attack one, which I already have, then they're likely all going to pile on in, because Dunland don't really have any enemies now up here. Since Bree are gone, Northern Dunedain are gone, it's just me and the High Elves. And, well, the Dwarves of Ered Luin, but they're probably quite far away. Burrow's got a market, though. So let's just pop things in the queue, get the ship right now as well. That'll help out a lot. Achnodion. Why not get a town guard? Go for it. Yorlstone. You got... What is Beorn doing? He's a mad lad. He's just going in there. Well, there's only 2 units now in that garrison. There's only 2. Put the art gallery in there, and let's just march out and have a look how that looks. Is it juicy? Is it tasty? It does look very good. It looks very good indeed. Largest faction. Oh, okay. And faction destroyed. Very, very sad. We are just making so much money. Do you know what? I'm gonna attack that. And we win this. We take Gundabad. Hopefully, if we've got the movement for it. What do they have? They've got a lot of Pale Uruks, so that's a cause for concern. They've also got some Bolgs champions. Very good halberd unit. And they do have a ballista, but we do still have those 2 units of cavalry, which will hopefully be able to shoot their cavalry before they get to us. So I think we can definitely win this. There's no reason that we can't not win this, but I am going to leave it for the next episode. So thank you very much for watching, and if you like this, then subscribe, and if you don't, then make sure you comment. I'm going with Gandalf. Good day.